All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to talk about something that's
Yeah,
really interesting to me, at least. I don't know about you, but
yeah.
we're talking about some changes happening over at MSNBC. Some pretty big changes, actually, and we're basing this all on a New York Times article that came out.
Right.
And it really gets into how cable news is changing as a whole.
Oh, absolutely. And this is, it's not just like a random Tuesday kind of change. This is the first major programming decision by the brand new president over at MSNBC, Rebecca Cutler. So it's a very clear signal of, what her vision is going to be for this network.
Exactly. And I think the biggest headline here,
Yeah.
the one that really caught everyone's attention, is that Joy Reid's 7 p.m. show, The Readout, is
Right.
being canceled.
Wow.
After 5 years.
5 years. That's a long time.
That's a long time, yeah. I mean, that was kind of her thing.
Right, right. It was like her baby, and so to see that go, it's definitely a big move.
It's a huge move, and it makes you wonder, why now?
Right.
Why now? The Readout has been doing pretty well.
It hasn't been like, a failing show or anything. It feels like this is a much more strategic decision. Like they're deliberately trying to shift in a different direction.
Yeah, so what is this new direction? What's
Well,
taking over that primetime slot?
get ready for some debate because it's going to be a panel show.
Okay.
And not just any panel. We're talking Simone Sanders-Townsend, Michael Steele, and Alicia Menendez.
Oh, wow.
They're bringing their weekend show, The Weekend, to primetime.
That is a really interesting choice.
Right.
Because you've got a very specific dynamic there. You've got a former Democratic strategist, a former Republican National Committee chair, and a seasoned TV journalist.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think MSNBC is trying to do with this mix?
I think on the surface, it really looks like they're trying to appeal to a wider audience. They want to get those moderates, maybe some people who are tired of the typical partisan, back and forth.
Right.
But, there's a little cynical voice in my head that wonders, is this just a marketing tactic? Does having different viewpoints really equal balance? Or could this just turn into a lot of heated arguments and become more about entertainment than substance?
It's a really good point, and it makes you think about, how is MSNBC's overall strategy changing? Because this isn't the only move they've made recently. Rachel Maddow just went back to hosting 5 nights a week.
Oh, that's right.
So is this a two-pronged approach? Maddow gets the loyal MSNBC viewers,
Yeah.
and this new panel show tries to bring in a wider audience. Are they trying to compete more directly with Fox News and CNN?
I mean, that's the question, isn't it? Cable news is so competitive these days, and all these moves really make you think that MSNBC is feeling that pressure, that pressure to stay relevant. And we've seen these kinds of things before, networks trying out different formats, trying out different voices,
Yeah.
trying to find that sweet spot between serious news and something that's entertaining enough to keep people watching.
Yeah, and it's fascinating to watch it all unfold. So what do you think out there listening? Do you think this new panel show is a good thing? Is it going to make political coverage more balanced? Or do you think it's just a way to get more viewers? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so hit us up on social media. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, this is something worth keeping an eye on for sure. Because, it's not just about entertainment. The way we get our news really affects how we understand the world around us.
That's true. So as we see how all of this plays out over at MSNBC,
Right.
let's all ask ourselves, is this change a good thing? Are more panel discussions and different viewpoints going to lead to more thoughtful conversations? Or is it just going to be another platform for partisan talking points? It's something to think about as we navigate this crazy media landscape.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it for today's deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you then.